Shaymin, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Profiles. Today we are going to be revisiting Lycanroc-GX, but we've got a brand new partner with him. We're not using Carbink this time, oh no. We are going to be using the magical Raichu from the X and Y standard set. Alright, so we've got a lot of things to go over here. So for those of you who don't know what Lycanroc-GX does, Lycanroc-GX is the 200 HP Stage 1 Fighting type Pokemon with the Bloodthirsty Eyes ability. Now what this does is when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve your Rockruff, you will be able to technically Lysander. Which is amazing ability, especially when you're evolving. You can kind of switch Lycanroc in against the opponent that you want, and then you're able to just do the damage that you need to do. It has Claw Slash, 1 fighting, 2 colorless. It's going to do 110 damage. It's a pretty standard attack, and then you can use, obviously there's things that can buff your attack power from being a fighting type, so it's very nice. It has the Dangerous Rogue GX, 1 fighting, 1 colorless. This attack is going to do 50 damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Now there are ways to get them out, but we're not running those ways. Because of the Raichu, they're going to be threatened by it anyway. For those of you who don't know Raichu, Raichu is the 90 HP Stage 1 Pokemon. Lightning with Circle Circuit. For 2 colorless energy, you get to do 20 damage times the amount of benched Pokemon on both sides. So Raichu can hit some pretty nice numbers. It's not one-shot potential anymore, but he's a very good side partner. He is only a 2-2 line in this deck. Now, in order to fill up our gaps, we're going to be running 4 Shaymin. It's not a friendly deck here, but 4 Shaymin EX is what you're going to need. 110 HP with the ability set up and Sky Return as the attack. We are going to have a ton of draw support in this, which is absolutely amazing, which means that we should always have, you know, the tools that we need, the ability to get into what we need, and hopefully have a good amount of bench space used. We are going to be running 3 Tapu Lele's as well. Not only is Tapu Lele a fantastic attacker in the fact that it can kind of counter out those weaknesses that we may have, but Tapu Lele gets those supporters that we need when we need them. We are also going to be running a 1-in-1 line of the Flareon, and this is to be countering Lurantis, you know, Decidueye, all those great grass-type Pokemon. Yeah, you don't see Decidueye as much, but Lurantis is still popular, Gliscopod's popular, you're gonna have Trevenants out there, so having Flareon around as a 1-in-1 line is pretty nice to have. Yes, we do have to play this naturally, we are not running Fire Energy, but it's alright, we can do this! We have the technology to make good old Lycanroc a powerhouse. Now, to start our item line, we do run 1 Field Blower. This is going to be a staple in pretty much every deck now, especially because there is a Garbodor that has the Garbotox's ability. As much as it's not seeing as much play right now, this is just going to make sure it doesn't see play. So you want to make sure you have it at all times. Not to mention, it cuts off Spirit Links. It cuts off, you know, Choice Bands, Float Stones, all those kind of things. It gets rid of those stadiums that you don't want to have on your opponent's side. Makes it a well-worthy card to have at least one of. We are running level balls over nest balls or anything like that, and that is because, for one, we are running 1, 4, you know, 5, 6, so a good chunk amount of Pokemon that are under the 90 HP. Even Flareon, we can grab it with the level balls. So you got a good amount of Pokemon that you can just grab with level ball, put them down, there you go. We are running a couple, we're actually running 2 Rescue Stretcher, and this is because you want to have both options available to you. If a Lycanroc does make it into the discard pile and you do desperately need it to evolve your Rockruff, you have it with Rescue Stretcher, having that put 1 into your hand ability, and then if you desperately are running out of cards, there you go, put 3 of them into your deck! Next up, I decided on 2 special charges here. You can run 3, but I think 2 is enough. The reason you're running 2 though, is because the only energy you have are 4 strong and 4 double colorless, so you have running total of 8 energy, and they're all special, so if you see a Giratina, you'll lose. I'm sorry, but it's just gonna happen. But Giratina hasn't seen as much play lately anyway, so it's okay. We are running 3 Ultra Ball. I decided to go 3 Ultra Ball and 3 Level Ball because the likelihood is you're not really going to be going for as many of these guys, and if you have to sacrifice a few cards, you're going to be getting cards back anyway, and potentially getting those Level Balls, so you don't want to waste the Ultra Balls on the 4 lower ones, and even Raichu doesn't need it, so there you go. I forget that Raichu can be pulled from the level ball as well. So there you're looking at what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of your Pokemon are completely level ballable. So it's a very good ball without having to have any sacrifices. And then the Ultra Ball's there to get everything else. We are running 4 via Seeker. You get to put a supporter card from your hand, from your discard pile back in your hand. Staple in everything, pretty much. So we'll be running 4 until it rotates out. Our stadium of choice is obviously going to be Skyfield to help partner up with the Raichu, and if necessary, it can easily help benefit Rockruff's Dangerous Rogue if your opponent gets a little greedy on their bench space. Next up, we were running 1 Lily. Now, this is something I don't usually run, but based on the way this deck can run, Lily here actually can get you a ton of cards turn 1 and get you in a very, very opportune position. Otherwise, you could just go with your Sycamores or your Ends. We're running 2 Lysander to back up that good old Lycanroc's ability. This way you have tons of control. Tons of control on your opponent's side of the field into what do you want as the active, whether it be stall or offensive. Either way works for you. Next up, we are running 2 Ends. Pretty straightforward. We're running 1 Kukui to help that damage output, because again, 110 damage is nice, but it is not, you know, 2-shot potential on the stage 2 GXs. So you want to get that high range, high reward for that. We are running 3 Professor Sycamore, because again, with all the additional draw support, we really don't need it as much in the full, like, let's just draw 7. So we are going to drop 1 for that. And we have a Teammates here. This card can come in clutch because you are going to have some simple knockouts. You are going to have, you know, the Flareon to get rid of that extra damage support. The Rockruffs are going to go down. The Pikachus, the Raichus, they are going to go down at some point. They're only going to cost you 1 prize, but you get 2 additional cards out of it of whatever you want. So the Teammates can come in clutch. Our item choices are going to be the Choice Band and the Float Stone, of course. These 2 are pretty crucial. I said it in the last episode where I ran more Choice Band and I didn't run the Float Stone, but Float Stone in this one is very, very crucial because we do run 4 Shaymin. We don't want to have them locked up in the active position, and we are going to run 3 Tapu Lele. Again, same idea. Don't want to leave them up in the active position. You could easily sub in one of those for maybe an Olympia, and this way you can kind of via Seeker if you get stuck, or you could even say cut something for Escape Rope. That would give you more board control with the Lycanroc, but I kind of liked it this way better with the Lysander and the Float Stone. And again, we've already gone over the energy, so that is going to be the deck. Question is, will it work? We've seen it work in Japan. It was actually a huge contender when Guardians Rising did come out. The question is it still going to be with all that grass-type power in the game? We're going to see as we play through some not important, but pretty exciting matches on TCG Online. Alright guys, match number 1 is here, and we're going up against Kanta 2007, playing Psychic Grass, so the likelihood is this is going to be like a Lurantis, or a Decidueye, or even Trevenant is the big one actually, now that I'm thinking of it. It could be very much Trevenant Garbodor that we're going to be going up against. This is why Flareon might be just a powerhouse in this deck if we can manage to get it. We're in a really bad shape, because we have to start with a Shaymin. Our opponent has a lot of mitigation, so it's definitely Decidueye. Or at least it feels like Decidueye to me. We will get 1 additional card, which might make this hand a little better. I've got Double Colorless Energy, which I can throw 1 onto the Shaymin. Yes, we would love an additional card. It's going to be a level ball, so it is definitely Trubbish, which is bad because we use a lot of items in this deck. But with that being said, we have a turn 2 option here. So I don't have to play too much. My opponent is going to go for that Tapu Lele drop, which will get them a nice supporter card. It's going to be that N, which could benefit us, actually. As much as I have like a turn 1-2 energy, we're going to see the energy drop goes onto the Tapu Lele, and the N does go off. So we will be gaining a brand new hand of 6, not 7. I don't care. I didn't have anything to go off of. I really still don't have a lot to go off of, but we're going to see a Fighting Fairy Belt onto that Tapu Lele. Phantump comes down. Why you're not running the grass one is beyond me, but hey, look, that's fine. We're going to see an Ultra Ball, and this will probably get either a Shaymin or another Tapu. because they don't want to leave their hand down to 1. Mind you, I have to end, so it really doesn't matter. It's actually going to go for a Tauros. Now, we've already seen the end. Down comes Tauros. And, yeah, we're going to see that he must have, like, a Sycamore or something in back. We're going to start grabbing these Pokemon here. Now, I'm just going to be keeling over right now with Pokemon. Because I have to get these. So right now, Garbodor definitely looks like it's going to knock us out. Okay. I would prefer to use a Lily, so I want to get a Tapu Lele. So we're going to send Sycamore Lysander to the discard. Because this way, if my opponent doesn't have a Sycamore in hand, I'm okay. Or an Ender or a supporter of some sort. But I'm going to go for my Lily. This way I turn 1, get as many cards as I can get. And we'll see how it plays out. Still no rock. We have opportunities to get Lycanroc. I'm actually just going to drop my double colorless energy onto Rockruff and see how we go from there. Now we've got how many items in here? We have 3. So we'll be taking 60 from a Garbodor right now, which is still a fair bit. I can drop another Rockruff in case we do get End or whatever. My opponent does have a second card, but do they just pass? It all comes down to what do they have in hand? Did they make the right play to get that Tauros? Because they may not have. They did get a Garbodor, which is a problem, but that's it! They got a Garbodor. We're going to get Choice Banded onto the Rockruff. We're going to drop down Raichu, which actually is the better attacker right now. And again, I do want to use that N card. The N is going to be crucial to us winning this. So I want to get my Lysander. Or not my Lysander, my Lycanroc. We're going to actually opt to get rid of a bunch of stuff here. And I don't want to change their active because their Tapu Lele can just start wailing on my poor Shaymin. And I don't want that. I actually want to take out this... yes. No! I guess I'm going to bring in... Tauros. We got Floatstone. I just did not get an energy card, which is a bit of a problem. I want to save that, actually. And, yeah, I can't attack. Drop down another Pikachu? Unfortunately, that's going to have to pass. I don't have an energy to play. And without the additional stadium, I don't have any room on my bench. We're going to see an end, though. So this is good for us and bad for us because my opponent will get a brand new hand. We were stalling out as best as we could, but he did top deck, which is great. We did get our strong energy, though. So if my opponent doesn't get double colorless energy or anything of the sort, we'll be able to take out this Tauros. He does get the double colorless energy. Does he retreat? He's going to put as much effort as he can into this. He's going to get at least, what, 90 damage down? He can't knock out my Shaymin. At least I don't think. You've already supported, so there's no way you can Lysander. You may have just wasted a ton of resources. Which I'm good with. He does go for that Horn attack, does 90, and we are going to be able to keep him from going down. So we are going to drop a nice strong energy here. We'll drop a nice Floatstone down onto our Tapu Lele. We can Field Blower away that Fighting Fairy Belt onto the Lele. Get rid of that. We don't want that. And we just simply retreat and we go into our Lycanroc and we're going to knock him out. Because that is what we want. This will take out the good old Tauros, hitting him for 320 damage. Choice Band comes up. Flareon is in our hand now. Up comes that Tapu Lele that can hit us for 20, 40, 60, 81. 100 damage. 100. So we are currently doing 140, 150, 50, 60. So we're 10 shy of taking out Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele will be able to actually one-shot us on the next turn. Well, two-shot us on the next turn. So we want to get set up for that. Okay. Because you don't have enough on the bench. We have 50. Yeah, the secondary attack is not strong enough right now. But I can actually still take a knockout. If I'm gonna lose Lycanroc, I'd rather have an opportunity to attack here. I want to take at least one more knockout. Do I want to take the knockout? Seriously? Is that what I'm aiming for? So I hit 140 with the choice band, 160. Hold on, I knock out. 130, 140, 150, 60, and if I play Kukui, I knock out. That's our best play. And we got the Sky Field, which should help us out a ton here. So we are going to play our Raichu, our Rockruff, and do I play the Lele for a supporter? I don't need it, so let's just go for it. The Claw Slash, again, 140, 140, 150, 60. Yes, it should knock out. We do. We get a knockout. Okay, my math was a little off. I was forgetting the strong energy. We're going to get a Rescue Scratcher and a Special Charge. Got nothing like that in the discard pile right now, though. We've currently still only got, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our opponent can hit us for 140. Garbodor will come in with a knockout here. Regardless of the fact, though, we took out one, and that's great for us. Rescue Stretcher is going to help him get some more bench mons, but I just need a double colorless energy, and I can get my Raichu set up, which can take out Garbodor. So I'll probably switch to the Tapu Lele, making it look like I'm going to do this attack. But again, here's the other thing. I hit for weakness, so as long as I can get some massive damage down, I'm okay there too. The Tapu Lele is in. We can hit for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We knock out? If I get double colorless energy and Lysander, that actually would be the best play. And I've lost how many double colorless? None yet. I haven't lost anything yet. Energy is still the only two energies I've actually drawn are currently on my Lycanroc. So I do need to get a strong energy here. I'll be putting both of these back in with a special charge. I know it's early, but for me, if I can manage to pull that Tapu Lele, get that knockout, it will be game here. So I literally just need to drop a Lycanroc. So this is how we have to do this. We need to drop a Lycanroc to pull in if I don't have to support. I'm going to go into Tapu Lele regardless. Make it look like I'm going to attack here. But I think the Raichu's the better play. I'm going to get a Shaymin. Let's get some cards out. So let's grab these. Put them back in the deck. I actually get the Lycanroc, so I really just need a Sycamore. And hope to get a few cards. I'm going to increase my damage by playing the Shaymin. So we can get put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand. This will get us our Lycanroc back. We're going to evolve you. I want to bring in this Tapu Lele. And I'm going to drop as many Pokemon as I can. In hopes of getting a double colorless energy. I've put in my additional effort here. We got one more. We're going to get a strong energy. Not really what we need. I can drop the Tapu Lele. Right now I'm just increasing my Raichu's attack power. Can I play teammates? We just lost a Pokemon. Because if so, then this is my supporter of choice, which gets me my double colorless energy, and that's it. That's it! We'll get an Eevee to increase their damage output, and I get the double colorless energy. I have a floatstone on my... I could have gone for a choice band too. We're going to drop down our Eevee, drop down double colorless onto Ride. Come on, over onto Raichu. Thank you. And we're going to floatstone our way out of here. Now we are going to do 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. So we'll have a ton of damage down onto Tapu. Am I seriously 10 shy? How? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, of my bench Pokemon. So I should have gone for the choice band. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of Shaymin. And Tapu Lele. All the ones that really don't matter. We got rid of that. But it's okay. Even if you want to switch out, you're not going to be able to attack me. I made a miscalculation. Should have gone... Actually, my Raichu's going to go down here. Oh, man. Ugh. Crushing Hammer? I don't know why you're Crushing Hammering me. We're going to see an end play. That's not good. That's not good. I was 10 shy. I shouldn't have gone the Eevee. I should have gone for the choice band. That would have gotten me the knockout. I made a misplay. I miscalculated. I misread Raichu. I thought it was all benched. That's Chloris though, not Raichu. So needless to say, I made a huge misplay. Though I'll be honest with you, I think the choice bands are gone anyway. Yeah, both choice bands are currently down, so it wouldn't matter. I do get an Ultra Ball though. Which means I can still get a Shaymin and hope for some cards. Let's bring up Raichu. We're gonna get a level ball. I think Shaymin's still the best play. Because it will get me a brand new hand. And I can kind of come back from this. If I can get a Lycanroc, I can bring this guy back in. There's a lot of possibilities still here. Let's get 6 cards. I got the double colorless energy, which is great. But there's not much else I can do. I can drop my stadium and... Oh, actually, there's tons of things I can do here. We're going to go for the stadium drop. This will increase our damage output. But I really don't need it. I really am just looking for a way to get my Lycanroc. And that is hopefully... I'm just going to double check. I don't have any of them in here. So unless both of them are prized, I should have a good chance of drawing one right now. Because that is my only win rate, is getting that. We did not get it. I have 9 cards left. I can teammate still, right? Again, that's our big card. That's our big boy card. We just lost a card via Seeker into teammates. And if it doesn't work, I can still Sycamore and hope to get it. So yeah, we do get it. We're going to teammates. This is going to get Lycanroc, and I can't get Choice Band. I was hoping. But that's going to be it anyway. I'm going to get a double colorless energy just to have it in my hand. And we're going to drop a Lycanroc down. We're going to say yes. And even after my misplay, we're going to take this game. Oh boy. Phew. Misplay. Badly. Look at all those energies we had. It was all in the prizes. But we managed to come through clutch with a first win Raichu win. As you can see, having that whole bench space just set up nicely does get a lot of damage for Raichu, but I do need that choice band on that Raichu in order to get that one shot on Tapu Lele. I do gotta keep an eye out for that. I could have Kukui'd as well, if I really wanted to. I know it was in the discard pile. We got an early win, unless that's a different game, because I've played more than one. Either way, We came out of that with a win. I made a huge misplay, and it almost cost us that matchup. I lost my Raichu, lost the double colorless energy, but you can see that we were able to kind of come back. We were able to replay a lot of the stuff we had, and having that Lysander stick on the Lycanroc means we can support and use that ability. So it's amazingly strong. But let us see how we do in match number 2. Can we pull off a non-misplayed match? I don't know, it's time. It is. I make tons of misplays. Alright, match number 2 is against Emmanuel 9 playing Dark type. So as long as it's not Yveltal, I'm good. Because if it's Darkrai, oh man, we have super effective. So this is actually great for our Lycanroc deck. And Raichu can still do some. Eevee and Flareon don't need to be played. We can just use them as Ultra Ball fodder in this. They're not going to be a big deal. We are going to get turn 1 though, which is great. I'm going to lead with my Pikachu. Because I really don't want to lead with either Shaymin or Tapu Lele. So we'll lead Pikachu. Make it look like we're not playing much. Until we actually drop the Rock Ruffs and all that kind of stuff. And our opponent will be like, oh god! So we'll play Pikachu. It's Darkrai, so we're okay. I'm feeling good. We already have our Lily, so we don't really need to Tapu Lele right away. I am going to go for 1 Ultra Ball. Actually, I'm probably going to go for 2. I want to get 2 Rock Ruffs out in case he does, for whatever reason, mulligan my hand down. Or not mulligan my hand out, but like Lysander's up one of my Rock Ruffs. I want to make sure I have 2 potential hitters. This way, you know, I'm okay. That 60 HP is really hurt. It hurts Rock Ruff. It does. So we're going to play a Shaymin. Gonna get an N and a double colorless energy. Well, double colorless energy can kind of just go right down onto Rock Ruff. If I get another one and not a strong energy, then I'll be able to put that down onto Pikachu. But we are going to just Lily here. I'm not into switching my opponent's hand just yet. We got, like, nothing. We have, like, the worst possible hand. So I'm glad I have Ns in my hand because, honestly, we're in trouble if we don't get something soon. My opponent only has the Darkrai. Does get rid of my Stadium. Not a big deal. Not exactly in the problem. I'm not too threatened by a Fighting Fury Belt or a Dark Energy, because if I can get a strong energy right now, it actually is game. Straight up game against Darkrai. We're going to get an N, though, which, again, is pretty much our first move of that last hand. So he's literally saving us a supporter card, and we can open up with a lot better. Got double colorless energy. That's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. I need a dark and I need a strong energy. I have the Ultra Ball for Lysander. We are going to see Yveltal, which actually is great because we counter Yveltal with the Pikachu. So I might actually just go for that. You get a Dark Energy over there. I might just get rid of that. He actually is just going to swap, and Oblivion Wing is going to hit me for 30. It all really comes down to what I have to do here. So I'm going to play Raichu. That's the best play, so I don't get knocked out. I might Flowstone Raichu. This Shaymin play is going to be crucial because it will determine what we go for. If I get a strong energy, I'm great. No strong. No strong. No strong. I'm going to Skyfield again. Get rid of his good old play there. Do I Shaymin? The way I'm thinking of it is to get rid of that Darkrai before it can get a chance to set up. If I get a strong energy, I will do enough damage to knock it out. So my thinking right now is to get another Shaymin. Instead of the Lycanroc. Instead of the Lycanroc, this is probably my best play. Is to get another Shaymin. I have a potential to get both in my hand. And then I can just retreat out and go. If I can't, then I will go for a knockout here on the Yveltal. And it's at least one energy that my opponent is not going to be able to carry over. But if it is, I got neither. Neither. I really don't want to play a Lele for that. Our draws are not great. And he will be able to hit me for 20, 40, 60. He'll be able to knock out our Raichu. But I'll gain a prize. It's the only thing I can do. I know I can continue playing. I haven't supported or anything like that. 280 damage. I know I can do that. We get a Lysander, so that's a good supporter. But he is currently kind of mulled. Whereas, like, if he doesn't get an energy right now, I'm good. He gets a Sycamore. Bad! He had an N as well. So it wouldn't have mattered. He had all the support in the world that he needed. He's going to drop down another Darkrai. He does get a Yveltal. Max Elixir is going to come through. He's going to get a Dark Energy over here. Dark Energy down. So he will be able to simply knock out my Raichu. I'm going to just start nullifying Shaymins. Nullifying Shaymins. Because they're not going to be beneficial for me in the late game. So Dark Pulse is going to come through. Will take me out. I have to get Lycanroc right now. There's no choice. I have to get Lycanroc, and I have to get a Strong Energy right now. One of the two? Neither! So we're going to remove your stadium. I can drop Tapu Lele down, and honestly, my best play is just to get a Sycamore. He's got very little cards in his hand, and I need as... Oh, hold on. I just lost a Pokemon. Teammates is going to come in clutch. Get me that Strong Energy. Get me that freaking Lycanroc. This is what I want. Oh yeah. Oh baby. We're gonna get some good old attacks in here. No, we do not. We want to just go for this major attack here. We hit for 260. So this Darkrai will go down here. 260 damage. Boom and boom. We get Rockruff. We get another Lysander. We got all the Lysander in the world that we need. And our opponent is in a very bad position because we are starting to get rid of all their Dark Energy. Now Yveltal can come in. But I have Lysander. You're going to have to hit me with something. And this stadium does not affect me right now. Sorry if you guys heard that. That was me rubbing the wall. If not, great. That's what we don't want you to hear. We're going to see our opponent is going to potentially go for a Sycamore here. Drops an Ultra Ball and another Dark Energy. But they are like they are crushed right now. We're going to see Yveltal break and Yveltal EX. My opponent desperately needs some energy. He's going to try and set up that Yveltal. Max Elixir again. And it's going to go on to that Yveltal. That Yveltal is going to be a problem. But I don't really worry about it too much considering we have Raichu. We have Raichu. And I still don't have a choice band. My best play is to get that Darkrai though. Because he can hurt my Lycanroc, don't get me wrong. But I can still one-shot right now. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to opt to sacrifice one of my ends and a Rockruff. And I can get Raichu out onto the field. This way I don't need to draw into it next turn. I could potentially get a prized double colorless energy off of this attack as well. So that is also very good to have. So we're going to get rid of Darkrai. Raichu's set up. We completely tear through my opponent's deck here. Tapu Lele, double colorless! Booyah! He can take down my Lycanroc any day of the week. We will be coming in with 100 damage, 200 in fact, and we should be able to clean up here. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That was the worst potential end. We're getting a Lycanroc. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Evil Ball will not knock me out, but we're in trouble. We got an end. That's not going to help us. We're going to bring in this guy. Yes? Because I only need one prize. So, I can end... I get a Kukui. I'm just putting damage on this guy. My Claw Slash will do... I have to Claw Slash. It's not going to knock him out, but it will do 110, so it leaves him at 40 HP. And he's got to rotate this guy out. He has to find a way to switch it out. And now, yes, this Yveltal will take me out, but I have a Raichu sitting here that can easily come in, take care of it. I've got free retreat if I have to. That's why you don't float stone a Raichu. That's why you don't float stone a Raichu. I just realized that in one of my last games, I just float stoned a Raichu, and I made a huge mistake. Ultra Ball, we're going to get Oblivion Winged here. Are we seriously going to get Oblivion Winged? Another Yveltal EX. If you Oblivion Wing, I actually believe I win. I believe I win. He does not knock me out. I live on 20. And I have Kukui in hand. I actually take this game with the Lycanroc. I get 2 strong energies. Let's just drop it down for extra damage. Claw Slash will knock out this last Pokemon, and we will claim game number 2 against Darkrai Yveltal. Yveltal's still being weak to Raichu. Very good tech in for this deck, and Lycanroc being able to take out Darkrai means we don't have a threat on that side of the board. Now, I definitely made a misplay in that Floatstone earlier in game number 1, I think I made a misplay. I don't remember if this is the one that's actually getting showcased or not, but I noticed that Floatstone Raichu is not necessary. Either way, Lycanroc Raichu is a very fun deck, very highly recommend it, but you gotta be careful in your grass decks. They are going to be popular, they are going to hurt you like anything else right now, but if you really like Lycanroc, this is probably your best way of doing it. You have consistent cards going at you. You got that teammates which can come in clutch to win that matchup for you. Get the cards that you need. Like, we were only won that game because of teammates, because we were able to get the Lycanroc-GX and the strong energy in one shot. Then didn't need to worry about the rest of the cards in our hand because we were able to do what we had to do. But with that, though, that is going to be everything for today. If you guys are brand new here, please hit the subscribe button because it means the world to me. You guys come back here on a regular basis and continue to watch the new decks that come out. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Time out.